And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I do apologize for the stream going down early. I do apologize for the technical issues that we've had throughout today's broadcast. Very upsetting, very frustrating, definitely. But you know what? The show will go on. The show must go on. As we just wrapped up Silky versus Kingslayer, you missed out on it, but Silky did claim the series 3-2. Silky does advance on the face-up against Nice, and that is going to be on the mainstream. Speaking of the mainstream, bam, they are currently facing off. Here we go. I say they're commonly facing off. Lancer vs Lemon. They're in the upper bracket finals. They're in a best of 5. Lancer's up 1-0. And now we're jumping into game number 2. We're jumping in mid-series. We do see Lancer going for the 1 base. So Lin does dive into the main. So far, Lemon is keeping up. He is keeping up with the rotations. Shield battery is done as well. We do see that Lancer is up and immortal. But so far, he's pushing the shield battery. Shield batteries are helping support for Lancer. Lancer is holding on. He's holding the line. And so far, so good. He's at least buying time for extra warpins. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Lemon. Lemon just needs more time. Here we go. The second immortal has arrived. Adepse shading to the main. No wall. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's no wall in the main. Likewise, nice force fields. The immortals are out of position. Yeah, Lemon is racing on over. Does lose a bunch of DPS. Does try to dive on the immortals, and he will hold the line for now. He's holding on. Getting his up in workers. Just down in army supply. We do see the Lancer now up in immortal. Oh. Diving on the sentries. Gets one. One sentry goes down. Not bad. Adepts, they have denied the shade into the main. This time there is a wall. So Lemon is holding on. Once again, nice force fields. Yeah, Lemon cutting up the army. Or at least slowing it down. Oh my god, jeez. That drops off as an immortal. Does drop off. Again, still a clutch defense here from Lemon. And so far he's keeping up with the Adepts. Do see Lancer now jumping into the main. Lemon keeps up. It does keep up with the drop. He's up an immortal. And Lemon, he will defend. So far, so good. Likewise, Lancer does rotate. Oh! Shield batteries are running out of energy. But the immortal count is getting higher and higher here for Lemon. And likewise, he does have the greater concave. Does have the better setup. Yeah, so far it does have in. Once again, good control here by Lemon. Saves the immortal. It barely does. Juggling is hard out here. Another immortal has arrived, but it's still going to be a clutch hold. Do you see Lancer forcing his way forward. Getting up to 5 immortals. Yes, goes 5 immortals left over. He has too much. He has too much. GG gets called. The immortal count will overwhelm. And Lemon, he does take... sorry, Lancer does take a 2-0 lead in the series. Whew. GG, well played. Does take a lead here. And as a reminder, this is a best of 5. This is a best of 5 here, and the first of 3 will claim the series to make it on and advance on into the into the grand finals. Into the grand finals here. Yo, shout to Pig, shout out to State as well, as they are, of course, casting over on the mainstream, and we are in a sense co-streaming. We're co-streaming here over on our own channel. Again, we when it comes to the matches that we were covering, if you recall, we were going to be casting Silky's match. We were going to be casting Silky into Nice, but they're being held. They're being held for the mainstream. So we are going to be co-streaming here, in a sense. We do have access to the clean feed. We have the clean feedback. We are back. We lost all of our viewers. We had 130 viewers for the downloading stream. We'll catch back up. We'll catch back up. Smudge. But again, I do apologize for the chaotic nature of the stream today. Just a lot of things going wrong, unfortunately, which is really frustrating. Because of that, no one casted the Korean qualifier. Literally no one. Like, it's very upsetting. But, you know, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. as players are getting ready. Game 3 is going to be on Incorporeal. Okay. Incorporeal is going to be coming up next. State, he's got the Korean plushies. Let's go. So those are curious, the Reaver. Oh, that's what jumping in. Jesus. As we are jumping into our next game, and in the loading in the bottom right hand corner here of Incorporeal, we have our Chinese Protoss player leading the series 2-0. It is Lancer. And in the top left hand corner, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the red Protoss. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. It is Lemon. Waiting for the zoom. Waiting for the up. Here we go. As we are getting into our third game. Getting into game 3. Again, so far, Lancer does have that 2-0 lead. One more is all he needs. Lancer, he is the best the best player in all of China. And I would say he's really favored to win the entire event. But there are some contenders here that could definitely threaten him. I spoke earlier yesterday about players like Lemon, like Jeshi, like Firefly as well. These players, they can make, like Silky, they can make they can make Lancer work for it. But so far, Lancer looking comfortable. It is going to be a 2-gate opener, 2-gate opener out of Lancer, likewise 2-gate opener out of Lemon. So far, the openers are standard. So far, so good. We are setting up. This time no proxy. Now we missed out on game 1. I don't really know what happened in game 1, but game 2, of course, Lancer did go for the 1-base all-in. As we are loading into Incorporeal, though, the rush distance by ground and by air is a lot longer, so I would imagine more standard play. Speaking of standard play, Lancer does go for a Stargate before expansion. So Stargate has been thrown down. Expansion is going to be delayed. As both players are blocking each other, bearing in mind that this is affecting Lancer less because he did choose to throw down tech first. So he wasn't rushing into that Nexus to begin with. So Lancer, he's more than happy about this kind of game state. Lemon trying to deal with that pylon. Again, Lemon looking to expand. And there is that Nexus. Nexus on the way for our red Protoss player. Now, a Stargate opener is done all in. This is a way to get economic damage. Hallucination goes in, and the hallucination does confirm the Stargate. So Lemon is now aware that the Oracle's on the way. He should be getting ready. Stalker's in position. Shield battery as well. Question becomes, is Lancer going to commit into a second Oracle? Does he commit into a second? As again, 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes. First Oracle's moving out. And the pylon has been placed. See Lemon's getting ready for the proxy. He is set up for it. He's set up for the proxy. Likewise, Lemon pushing towards that natural. Fading at the stasis. I'm loving the use of hallucinations. Let's go. Yeah, it does tank some shots as well. Tanks a lot of shots. And with that, the army does break through. Getting into the Stalker. Shield battery running out of energy. And again, just really good use of these hallucinations. Tanking so much. Yeah, wasted DPS out of Lancer. Lemon, he takes over the natural base. Takes down the shield battery. And Lancer is contained. So far, so good. Hallucinations are about to run out. They're about to run out. But again, they've served their purpose. Let's go. The hallucinations, baby. Let's go. I mean, to be honest, could have tried to break into the main, but going for just secure damage instead. Meanwhile, 2 Oracles, again, they can one-shot workers. The shield battery is not enough. Probes are going down. But there's a death of the natural, and that's all that Lemon needed. Lemon is racing back home. He can make extra workers. He can have more efficient mining. Lemony takes the lead. Still bleeding out probes, which is hurting somewhat. Lancer is supply blocked. But all Lemon has to do is contain. Just contain the Protoss. Warp in Stalkers back at him to defend against the Oracles. And then we're good to go. And we are good to go. Yeah, from here, Lancer, he's in a rough position. Ay, ay, ay. From here, what can he do? Robo's on the way. From the side of Lemon, getting into Blink, of course. Lancer, oh. Once again, pushing forward. He's breaking out. Oh, does get baited into the stasis trap. Very nice setup here to Lancer. Does set the trap. He can catch at this army. He's going to keep pushing there. Does keep moving out. Okay, pulls back. Again, he wants to try to just clean up whatever is left. Has that 5 Stalkers. Gets one. Does blink away in time. And we can maybe catch another couple. There we go. 2, 3. 3 Stalkers going down. Pylon as well. Again, nice catch here out of Lancer. Lemon still has a greater economy. Lemon, again, time is on his side. He just needs a little bit more time here to build up. Lemon trying to Lancer trying to re-expand. Lancer is being active. Is being active, is rotating. Again, Lemon still has a strong start. Lemon now taking a 3rd base, getting further ahead. Now, Lemon doesn't have to push into the bases, but at the same time, he also doesn't want to allow Lancer to just freely expand. Oh, not again. Not again! The stasis goes off. Does catch a good chunk here of Stalkers. Another 5. Another 5 Stalkers getting caught. Very nice setups here from Lancer. He's fighting back hard. He's still behind, but hey, he's slowly recovering. Slowly is recovering. Prismatic Alignment is activated. Does punish the Stalkers. Lemon, does he get away? Oh, he blinks. Does blink away. Let's get the hell out of there. Lemon does pull back. Does pull back, does pull away. Likewise, Lemon does decide going for the dive. Diving on the main army. Catching out the Void Rays, and Lemon, he has done it. Again, Lancer needed more time to recover. Tried to expand a little bit too greedy. He was caught out in the open. And we got a series. We got a series. We have this. Lemon. Let's go. He's getting sour. As he will have won the 3rd base, diving on the main army as well. Stasis traps have been solid, but not good enough. Boys are being pulled. But Lemon has just the overwhelming army here, the overwhelming force. The Stalkers, the Immortals. At the same time, Lancer still being annoying across the map. But GG gets called, and Lemon, he will tie the series up. Whew. Oh, so he will fight back, I should say, and put a point on the board. 1-2. GG. GG, well played again. Lemon, he is still in this. Still very much so in this here. And have we begun the comeback? Momentum is now on Lemon's side. There is potential here. There is potential to fully and completely come back. Again, when it came to the game itself, we saw that Lancer did open up with his initial Stargate opener, of course, but Lemon had a really creative way of pushing out across the map. I love the force fields, sorry, not the force fields, I love the hallucinations, to fake out the army, to break that natural, and to overwhelm. Very nicely done. Very nice done. Very creative play there from Lemon. Likewise, back at home, we saw that Lancer, he was getting some damage done. He was able to get some probe kills, but that paled in comparison to the base, to the natural. GG, well played. As Lemon is looking to make a series out of this. Let's go. Let's go. Meanwhile, the lower portion of the bracket is still progressing. Again, originally we were going to be jumping into Nice versus Silky, but it looks like that it's potentially being held for the mainstream. So we'll get there. We're now just focusing our attention on Lancer versus Lemon. Likewise, Firefly versus Jeshu is also mid-series. I believe that's being covered by Rotterdam. I believe Roddy does have that. It's got you covered. So got you covered there. Here we go. As spawning in the bottom hand corner of Tokamak, we have our Taiwanese Protoss player. We have the red Protoss. It is Lemon. And in the top right hand corner, we have the Chinese Protoss player. They have the blue Protoss. It is Lancer. Here we go. We are diving into our next game. And again, Lemon, the comeback has begun. Oh no! Speaking of technical issues that we had previously, it looks like there are some for Lancer as well. Hopefully everything is okay. Hopefully things can be resolved. Just some latency issues. Yo, we even have a little thingy. We have a little overlay for that. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Jump me back in. Whew. We're okay. We're okay. We are okay here. As we're getting back in. Again, Lancer was able to cheese out Lemon previously in game 2. Game 3 was 11, being a little bit more creative here when it came to his hallucinations, when it came to his sentry push. Here we are on Tokamak, one of the larger maps of the map pool, long rush distance by ground. We do expect longer games on this map, but I mean, expect the unexpected. In the PvP matchup, despite the length of the map, you can still go for all-ins, you can still go for proxies, because the warping mechanic, like, doesn't matter the size of the map, you can still commit quite hard. So our eyes are on Lancer here. And on both players, really. So far, we're setting up. I'm getting ready in the main. Beautiful. Okay. We go. As so far, we don't have anything too crazy when it comes to set openers, just 2 gate openers all around. Sentry was on the way for Lancer. With that Sentry, we can go for Hallucination Scout across the map. Likewise, Lemon going for a slightly later Sentry. Sorry, never mind. He's going for a second Sentry behind this. With that, we should be able to scout across the map, confirm that nothing is going on, confirm that there is no proxy, no shenanigans, at least in the early game. Even last game, we did have the initial Stargate from Lancer, but this time, none of the sort. This time, we're both expanding. This time, we're calming down. And we have our take-up choice, going to be a Robo Opener out of Lancer. Likewise, Twilight Council from Lemon. Okay. Our tech has been decided upon. With a Twilight Council, Lemon will be gaining map control with Blink Stalkers. With a Robo Opener, Lancer instead is going to be, I mean, he'll have access to Immortal production, right? A bit of a safer start. With Immortals, he can, of course, take these fights early on, these head-on engagements, but what he's going to be lacking is mobility. As you can imagine, Immortals are not the most nimble of units, so he's going to be stuck here on 2 bases, and he's going to be a little bit slower to take a 3rd. Again, with the map control, Lemon should be able to take that faster expansion, but oh, hello. Lancer going for a Ninja Twilight Council, a proxy Twilight Council out of Lancer. Are we going into Dark Templar? There's a high chance that that proxy is for a Dark Shrine. Otherwise, why proxy, right? Like, why proxy the Twilight Council unless you plan on taking up in such a way? The other option this could be is proxy Glaives, and this could be a 2-base all-in Glaive Adepts with Immortals. But a really cheeky build here from Lancer. Can show us Glaives or Dark Shrine. It's got to be DT. There it is. Dark Shrine has been thrown down. And currently, 0. No, he's getting a 3rd. 0 detection. Okay, Robo. Whew, Robo's on the way. Lemon, he will have access to detection. He will not just tap out. Not this time. Not this time, Pappy. Let's go. As the Dark Shrine is halfway done, Lancer does pull away. As Lancer does get his double adept into the bases. Probe's going to be going down. Not bad. Yeah, 2, 3 probe kills. Remember, 2 adepts, a 1-shot probes. And with that, Lancer does take a lead. Lancer is ahead economically. Glaives are on that. Hey, he's going for Glaives. If you remember earlier, I was like, proxy Twilight Council. This could be DTs or Glaives. It's both. Glaives entails an all-in as well. So this is hyper aggression from Lancer. We have one Dark Shrine in the main, the other towards the 3rd base. Observers are getting in position. 1 observer so far. Again, Lemon, he was not cutting corners. He is somewhat in position. Moving in between the bases. Does move in between. Charge is on the way for Lemon. So the way that Glaive Adepts work, I should have gotten into that as well, the reason why this is hyper aggressive. Glaive Adepts, they don't really scale too well into a longer game state, but they do an amazing job at tanking, and also they're an alternate way to deal with Zealots. Like, as you can imagine, Glaive Adepts, they do quite a substantial amount of damage to charge lots. And they're designed to go for one strong timing attack from the side of Lancer, with Immortals and Adepts. Behind this, making use of that Dark Shrine, morphing in an Archon. He's getting ready for his push. It's going to be Adepts for the Zealots, and it's going to be the Immortals for everything else. Ooh, the prison goes down. Nice pick up here by Lemon. Likewise, getting caught out though. Oh my, oh, some rough movement. Yeah, missed movement there from Lemon. Bleeding out 3-4 Stalkers. Lemon moving out. Does move out, does push. While Lemon coming in from behind. Ooh, and does even force a recall. 2 Immortals, they race back home. Meanwhile, we recall against a recall. And that means that Lancer, he's exposed. He's lacking the army. He only has 1 Immortal. Yeah, no shots. The baited recall, and with that Lemon, he will completely shut this down. Again, Lancer only fighting with half his army. But Adepts are getting to the mineral lines. Okay, Adepts are busting in. Probes are going down. Lemon, he doesn't care. He moves out across the map. He's committed. He's sending it. Adepts are wreaking havoc. Getting incoming damage. So far, 8 workers going down. Getting up to 10, 11, 12. And he's not done, jeez. Getting everything. And Lemon, it took him so long to get across the map. Finally, he's there, and he's got to go. Ah, it's too late. There's 4 immortals. No shot. Yeah, it's too little, too late. Does try to blink in. Does commit, does go in. Likewise, immortals are building up. We can see Lancer now maintain his lead. He shut down the main army. Proxy finally gets found. Let's go. Does find the proxy. But Lemon is being outscaled. Like, look at just this sheer amount of immortals. There's what, 6 immortals? That's crazy. An insane immortal count. As they'll say, do sit by, they get into the mineral line. That's great and all. But Lancer's main army, I don't think it can be stopped. I don't think it can be stopped. Yes, here we go. Does start to step in, pushing into the bases, takes down the mineral line. And they have, I mean, again, he just cannot be stopped. He does recall though. What does he recall? Gee, once again, not again. It keeps happening. He recalls half the army. He recalls half the army. Lemon, he takes the fight, picks up 2 immortals. Big catch here from Lemon. Not again. Every time there's a recall, Lemon, he's there to capitalize. He's there to punish. Despite that, there's still, what, 5 immortals? There would have been 7. Would have been 7. As Epsa gets into the mineral line. Ooh. Lemon, he still cannot fight head on. He's still stuck with purely Stalkers, and Stalkers are just so vulnerable, so fragile. And Lancer is still outscaling. Now, if Lemon can force another half recall, if he can force another recall at a half the army, then he can take this. True. Now, even then, though, I'll be honest. It's going to be difficult for Lemon to deal with half that army. Now they're diving on the Adepts. Does dive. Like, we're still 5, so it's gonna be 6 immortals. 1 immortal goes down. Nice pickup. Nice control. Gets an immortal. Likewise, Lemon, oh, doesn't quite push into the natural. Is deflected, still committed to just pure Blink Stalker. Lancer now taking up. This is still quite tense. Still very tense. Oh, that was never dealt with. I just assumed it was. Picking up some gateways, picking up the Dark Shrine as well. Value, damage. Damage is being done. Does get behind the main army. Going for workers. Both players are. Diving the Immortals. He gets one, he gets two, he gets three. Very nice catch. 3 Immortals go down. Now only Adept. There's a recall from the main. And Lancer's being pulled apart. Not the first time, by the way. Yeah, Lemon just finding those opportunities. And like in a head-on fight, Lancer would have won. But once again, he fought with half the Immortals. He fought with only half. That is still a lot, though. Prism goes down. Lemon pulls away. Pulls away, pulls back. Once again, another backstab. There's recall. Uh-oh. We know what happens. Does recall the Immortals. Okay, this time all the Immortals at once. Do you see Lemon pushing in? Immortals are spotted. Lemon, I don't think he's seen the 4th base. Ooh, that's a rough fight that he committed into. And that was rough. Lemon, he has to pull away. Oh no! Yeah, a bit of miscontrol. Bleeds out more Stalkers. Committing into the army. Lemon, does he have enough? He does have the upgrade lead. But even with that, the Immortals, they just pack such a punch. Pulls away, bleeds out a lot of Stalkers. I mean, again, Lemon, he's been up a base for quite some time. But Lancer's catching up. He's catching up. Behind the Stalkers, they bust into the natural. Break into the natural. Pulling further back. Looks like the 5th base is going to go down for Lemon. Still no Zealots, by the way. Still just purely Stalker. Getting into +3. Just maintaining that upgrade lead. Once again, goes to the dive. He gets 1, he gets 2. There's 1 Immortal left. Has to respect it. But again, Lemon just keeping a handle on that Immortal count. Down to 1 Immortal. And there it is. It does get targeted. Ooh, the concave though. Lemon is punished. He has to fall back to the shield batteries. Even then, it's only 1 shield battery. Boys are being pulled. Lemon, he's up almost 20 workers. He can afford to lose some probes. Probes are going down. He can't afford it. That does tank well. Better concave, better upgrades. And Lemon, does he have enough? It's close. It's so close. Oh my god. So blink control, but again, the Stalkers of Lancer, they're so low. They're so low on HP. And Lemon, he's done it. He's done it. He will chase back. Catches out more of these Stalkers. There's what, a handful of Stalkers remaining. Just a handful. Well, 1, 2. And there it is. GG gets called. Lancer, he will be overwhelmed. And Lemon, he will tie up the series at 2-2. We are going to the ace match. Whew, GG. We are going to that ace match. Get a very intense back and forth here between Lancer and Lemon. In the end, Lemon does barely tie things up again. Just really solid movement and army positioning out of Lemon here was very impressive time and time again. We pointed it out, but the recalls, he was forcing out recalls from his opponent left and right, and he was just capitalizing time and time again. Whenever there was a recall, bam, he would dive in, he would go for the dive, he would go for the blink, he would snipe 1, 2, 3 Immortals, keep the Immortal count low. We spoke about it in a head-on fight. Lemon was dead. In a head-on engagement, Lemon, he was dead. He was out of it, but no, he was able to force these more opportune moments. He was able to force mistakes out of Lancer. And GG, well played. Lemon does tie things up. We are going to game 5. Let's go, Bobby, let's go. We're going into game 5. And we'll see how this story ends. We'll see how this story ends here. As we do have other matches wrapping up. Again, looks like Firefly did take down Jeshi 3-1, so Jeshi has been eliminated from the tournament. Firefly is still waiting for the winner of Nice and Silky. Still waiting. Nice and Silky, they're mid-series. And looks like they're being covered by Rotterdam. Looks like they are being covered. And we're just getting ready for the ace match. Getting ready here for the ace match. Let's go. Go. As we are getting now, I'm not privy to the lobbies. Oh no, never mind. Persephone. Okay, Persephone is gonna be coming up next. Final game of the series. It all ends on Persephone, one of the more aggressive maps in the map pool. And again, this could go either way, and I'm just happy to see that we do have a competitive series here. I mentioned before that Lancer, he is the best player in all of China, and despite that, Lancer has been looking a little bit shakier tonight. Lancer dropping a map to Kingslayer. He also went to the ace match against Firefly, and also the ace match here against Lemon as well. As you mentioned before, there are players like Lemon, like Firefly, like Nice, like Silky that can threaten Lancer. They can threaten him, but can they stop him? Can they bring him down? Here we go. As we are getting ready for that. And here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player. We have the red Protoss forcing the ace match, forcing game 5. It is Lemon. Jeez, that was a lot of swooping. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Chinese Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. It is Lancer. Here we go. As we are going to be settling in to the ace match. Again, it's been very intense, very back and forth. Initially, Lancer had a massive lead in the series and it was going to be looking like a wash, but no, that is not the case. Lemon has fought back hard here to bring it all the way to game 5. And momentum is on his side. Can he keep it up? Can he keep it going? Let's go. But now 2-gate opener. 2-gate opener from both sides. 2-gate opener from Lemon. 2-gate opener from Lancer. 2 gates. And we'll see if we go for any tech first before expansion. There's no proxy. There's no proxy. There are no shenanigans out on the map. So with this, we're just calming down. We're just calming down, blocking each other as well. It is going to be double adept out of Lancer. So a much more aggressive start. With this, he's going to be zooming across the map. We did see, ooh, Lemon, he's banking up a lot of resources there. He wanted to expand. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, he did not spot the pylon. That does hurt. Lemon, you can see he's got 500 minerals. Oh god. He skipped his second unit as well. Late Robo, Cybercore. Lemon, he's got 600 minerals there. Jesus. Really rough start there for Lemon. Ay, ay, ay. Adepse shade into the main. Everything's just falling apart. Probes are going down. Delayed expansion. Delayed tech. 3, almost 4 probe kills. Getting up to 5. Can we get 6? Can we get 7? Oh god, 7 probes. Can we get 8? No shot. He can. He can get 8. 9? This is game ending. Like, this is critical damage. It's 11 probe kills this early on and still no expansion. GG, that gets called. That is game ending. Too many mistakes at once. And Lancer, he will claim the series 3-2. GG. He will claim the series. He'll advance on. That was such an unfortunate series of events there. That was so unfortunate. Again, he missed the pylon. Sorry, winding it back. Lemon missed the pylon, so we didn't know that he was being blocked. Hands on head there for State. I was the same. I was like, oh no, Bobby, oh no. Basically, he didn't get eyes on the pylon, so he was getting ready to expand. There was no expansion because then he realized the pylon was there. He skipped his second unit because he was going for the faster nexus, and because he skipped it, everything just fell apart. Everything fell apart. Adepts, they got into the main base. They were able to wreak havoc because he was down a unit. He couldn't deal with the adept fast enough. Likewise, the pylon was never dealt with. Like literally everything went wrong there for Lemon. We've all been there. that was brutal. That was a smudge game. Very, very smudge game. GG, well played. And with that, congratulations to Lancer. Lancer, he does claim it. Lemon maybe just getting a little bit too nervous towards the end there. Again, he did such a great job forcing the ace match, such a great job at bringing us to that final game, but did fumble the ball. And with that, GG, well played. Ooh, what are the standings looking like? Oh, right, Lancer, he is currently in the grand finals, waiting for his opponent to rise up from the lower bracket. Now, if you're a fan of Lemon, Lemon is still in the tournament. He's still in the tournament. Lemon, he's still there. He is still a part of this, of course. But it comes down to that low bracket. I believe we're about to get an update on that bracket as well. I believe we're about to show that off. We're going to show that off. No. And I believe up next should be Nice versus Silky. I think that is the plan. I believe that is the plan. Once we get that graphical update.